female is a third larger than the male. The males are known as tercels, which means third smaller. Yeah, and the females are usually a lot more aggressive as well, especially if you breed them. Oh, they're horrible, right nags. Female golden eagle, after she's had chicks, especially when she's weighing her arm down because she's about 13 pounds. 7.5 foot wingspan. No, you're all right. I was offered one because I fly Harley here for we take schools during the week, and I do a little display with him to let the kids get up close and personal. And there was a chap who saw what I was doing and thought it was a great idea and offered me a golden eagle on loan. Didn't know there was such a thing as that, but I had to, I had to let him down on a couple of points. One, he was offering me a Russian golden eagle, which are specialised wolf hunters. So they wouldn't really have any problem in picking up and carrying off a child or a sheep, which we have on the parkland. Yes, and second, Harley's my first bird. I've been working with birds for about a decade now, which is quite long for, I won't say I'm young, but for someone so youthful. But Harley is the first bird that I've ever bought, trained, raised and worked with every day. So for the fact that this rather insane man was offering me a bird 10 times his size, 10 times the power, and a female, 10 times the aggression, I thought it was quite wise to let that down. Said, "Are you all right there?" Shivering. Don't pity him. He's doing it for attention.
What's the lifespan?
Being looked after properly every day and good care, about 30 years. Yeah, so effectively I've bought myself a husband. I feed him, put up with his mood swings, clean up after him, and make sure that he has a shower.
You become henpecked.
How do you get those little chicks from?
I get them from a specialised food producer. It's a frozen food producer. All the chicks that I get are males, and it's a byproduct of the egg industry. But it's that one chap has decided that's a better thing to do with them rather than put them in the bin, essentially, because it's a bit more recycling that way. I will let you. I've said he's getting some new feathers. You can just see those two there. Oh, shush. He doesn't like doing this.
How long does he take to molt?
If I was hunting him, I'd put him away in a seclusion aviary, which means he wouldn't see a person for 4 months. And by that time, he would have completely molted. But because I'm getting him out every day, I don't really want to lose the contact, and it's more natural molt. It'll take between 6 and 8 months. So it's taken 1 month for 2 feathers. But he'll do it at his own rate, as long as I keep on giving him a nice steady stream of good quality food. I've got some guinea pigs as well.
Where do you get them from?
The same food producer. They're not quite so much a byproduct. Thank you, Harley. They're, you'd be amazed what you can get. Mice, quail, rabbit. The rabbit is stuff that's been shot by pest control. I know what you're thinking about.
Why does contact with human beings influence how much they molt then?
Just because it doesn't really affect it. It's more the fact that if you put them in a seclusion aviary and you don't interact with them, they almost revert to a wild state. And you can feed them up at that point and give them a lot of food, and because you're doing that, they don't associate you with getting a lot of food, so they don't get bad habits. Whereas if I was working with him and I was giving him sort of 5 or 6 chicks, not only would he be way too fat to do anything, but he would also just decide that I was the food bearer and he wouldn't have to work for it, and they get a really bad behaviour called screaming, which he would not be stood there being so polite. He would literally, it is an incessant Screech. Yes, darling. That's much more nice. That's much nicer. Pete.
A real toddler then.
When you hunt with him, what do you actually hunt?
I don't actually hunt things because I do it as a public display. I've tried to keep him away from hunting. So what I do is I call him down to my fist, but I usually go out on the parkland and make him fly for it. So I'll do up to 4 laps of the field with only 3 chicks. So he really, really does have to work for it. Shush. He has gone for things whilst I've been out there. Amazingly, only really pheasants, and it's only the cocks. So I think he's decided that maybe they're being a bit bolshy, like a bit too flamboyant. He did catch one, but he had no idea what to do with it and let it go again. He came out of a hedge attached to its back and sort of with this facial expression that was like, "Mother, it's moving," and then let go and sat on the ground looking really depressed. So I took him back and gave him the rest of his dinner at that point.
How many meals does he eat?
Just the one a day.
Oh, just one.
But it's 3 chicks, which is 3 ounces, and that's about 1/12 of his body weight.
Oh.
So he really doesn't need to eat that much, but it's very important to keep it a constant. So I have to feed him at the same time tomorrow and the same time the next day, because they lose so much weight so very quickly because of their high metabolism and flying and such. Yes, darling. If only it was that easy for the rest of us. He can sleep off 1/12 of his body weight. Yes, lucky boy. I wouldn't mind that. Just sleep for a week and you wake up a size 4. Oh, that's nice.
Lovely. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for bringing him out.
Oh, it does him good.
I'll get Rita to get walking.
If anybody wants to take a close-up, by the way, feel free to come within a foot. He's very good with cameras.
Hello.
He is he's a right poser. No, over Harley, turn around.
Here.
Get my good side. Good side being the back.